June 10th, 2021. How's it going, guys? Going to do a walk in the park. So what are we going to talk about today, guys? Get a chance, check out Suspicious Observer. We've got a lot more good information out there on the space weather. Not affiliated with any other YouTube channels whatsoever. Check it out, guys. They're still out there looking for that dark matter. I'm not going to comment. Oh my God. I think there's a little bit more things to be looking at. It's interesting. You haven't got to see it. I looked at it real early this morning. It's very interesting. He had a clip from one of the deals that did declassified deals. Guess where the guy was from?
Where?
Los Alamos. Interesting. Remember I told you that one guy that called himself the hillbilly alien? He was working with a old nuclear scientist, physicist from Los Alamos. He wanted to come in here. It was going to the kind of like Qigong group. That guy, he was real. Like I say, he was a healer. He was impressive though. There's about 40, 45 people there. And he had everybody stand up, and he actually took his energy and he pushed everybody with energy. Pushed the people. You could actually feel like you're going to fall backward and then forward. Interesting. Very interesting. Because there's not that many out there when it comes to that ability to have that. And that's what's interesting about all this. I still say it's linked to DNA myself. But he was the one that they were talking about, that they were working on a project. They actually enhance this energy and to be able to try to like deflect like an asteroid. And he went into more detail. It's been a long time. Like that was years back when I went to it. But it was setting off certain sensors on the planet when they used the device, supposedly. That's why I suppose the government supposedly confiscated the equipment and stuff, because it was but I'm sure it was working that way too, if it was causing sensors to go off and stuff. Interesting. Very interesting. Then it makes you wonder, you know, I've done research on all that, you know, get your immigrants that come in that were actually from, you know, like that, or from that area. I mean, they had a lot of Irish that come in, English. There were some Germans in that area. And the Germans think that they're it. They're top of the line. You know, any species that think they're top of the line can't be top of the line. You know, it's a mixture. I'm one of these people who believe that you have to have diversity, a whole bunch of different. See, they don't. That's a big problem there. On that. But I mean, here you go again. I mean, the DNA shows. I mean, just like purebred dogs or cats. I mean, some of them are stronger, but then other ones are more susceptible to disease, different illnesses, stuff like that. So that's not right. You know, there you go again. That's just like blue eyes. Blue eyes aren't the strongest. Brown eyes, more dominant, more stronger. Just makes you wonder about everything and all this. Then you get right back to that deal again. They're separating everything out. I don't know. Nobody wants to work together. Nobody wants to be nice. Nobody wants to play nice with one another. Right? Well, that's true. Interesting. It's going to be a hot one today. It's pretty good. I like the heat. So we got to get that door done out there for tomato plants. No, but I get to, you know, I've had a lot of time to think about this energy, this biokinetic, what they call biokinetic energy. And like I said before, I had went to a oneness group for a while. There's this one Indian girl, I think she was from India. And like I said, she was there at that event that night. But she said she really had to work the energy to keep it up. So I still say it has to do with DNA. I mean, there's no way out on that. I think all those areas from kind of like India, or over there by Russia, Mongolia, all those areas, like some of the, I think the origin of where people actually originated from in that area. I mean, there's so many theories about, he used to say Africa. I don't think that was it. I mean, Egypt, over there in their area where Israel's at, different other areas. I still think, but the European part was way back was really separated. I mean, they actually were not in that area, supposedly anyway. If you look at the history of all of it way back. They were in too much of a hurry to try to conquer everything on the European side. Of course, we don't want to forget about Genghis Khan, right? You can't walk on the sidewalk, are they? Too much over. But I think there's other questions people can ask. Like I say, man, nobody has all the answers. You know, like I said about the people that start what they called ascending, they woke up at 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. Was it more than that? I still go back to this. Was it more of something that was going to happen here? And maybe who or whatever created this put a fail-safe deal in so some of us could survive and make it. And then we got those good numbers: 11/11, 7/11, 4/11, 9/11. Yeah. But see, that's a message. And, but still not enough information. I don't know. You know, I tried to look up the history. I wanted to look up the history, see if I could find out when they first started people started having this deal about when they seen the synchronicity of numbers. I cannot find, maybe I just haven't went in the right area, but I cannot find anything on any dates when that all started. I mean, could it have started in 1800s? Could it have started in 1400s? Could it, you know, I don't know. I mean, is that something just started here in the early 1900s? But that's the thing. You know, I'm looking at things that people should be asking, like, well, where's the information on this? It's that lovely grass that I'm allergic to. But like I say, I've only seen, just like this energy, I haven't seen that many people that have that ability, although they'll claim. And there's a lot of them that have the ability to pull people's energy. But actually with that amount, I still think it comes back to DNA and what you're made up of. I thought of another one too, another good question, but I will wait on that, because what I might ask, yeah, this is something, it's nothing real complicated, but it's something I never hear nobody ask. Interesting. So. Being wild today. Feeling like a wolf over there. Oh, he's just a dog.
It's a hot one today.
Yeah. Yeah, I should wear my tank top. Woo.
I wonder if our turtles are out this morning.
I don't know. Let's check. Well, there's some right there.
Duck and a turtle. That's cool.
Crane sometimes it's back over there in that kind of like that grass area, but I don't see it today. Put some geese out there though.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yep.
Getting back to the biokinetic energy. Like I say, definitely DNA. I've only seen several people that could actually do that. Like I say, not very many at all. And one gentleman that was healing that night could do it. I come across one young gal way back. It was at a fast food restaurant I talked about before, guys, that actually she pushed with the energy and I pushed back with the energy. You could feel both ways. She just laughed and she thought it was funny. Interesting. Because there's not that many out there that can actually do that. I don't know. They're wild looking, aren't they? Mark's pretty good, at least. But definitely, I believe it has to do with DNA. And I don't know what we're made of. Just looking. I'd still like to know what comes off those wood poles, those aluminum poles. Vibrational frequency of some kind. You know, when a suspicious observer posted that, they were talking about how, well, it's like what they know. I mean, they know they're way ahead of the curve compared to all the colleges and stuff. They were talking about because when they detonated the nuclear bomb underground, they had tons of devices to measure everything. And a lot of those instruments got destroyed, of course, okay? So they know a lot more than, like they said, any college or university would, because they didn't have the resources or amount of money. I mean, if you go back and look at the history about nuclear weapons and how to make them, it takes a lot of different things to make them. It costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of resources. You can't just go out and just, or we'll refine that and make that. It takes a lot. There's actually a deal on YouTube. It's pretty good information about it. You guys should check it out. And it talks about, I mean, all the different, I mean, they use several states here in the United States where they had to do different things for resources and stuff. But can you imagine? I mean, this is back during, you know, World War II there and stuff. Pretty wild information. Very informative. More ways than one on all of it. Let's jog it in. Well, guys, that was a pretty good video. And get a chance, get out and get a walk in today, because it's a beautiful day and it's going to be warm. Look at that sun up there. It's great. And keep your eyes open, guys. Have a good one.